Hello one and all, it's Phil, aka Philadoxical, and I'm back, and today, we're jumping into Detective Ritual of the Sea. Now, Detective Ritual of the Sea is an upcoming game that currently has a demo available to play on Steam. You're a futuristic police officer, go around solving crimes, and you have to collect evidence, work out clues, speak to witnesses, and kind of do the whole shebang to find out who done it. Now, the official description is: step into the shoes of an experienced detective and uncover dark secrets while solving criminal cases. In this thrilling detective world, you'll face stressful decision-making moments, reconstruct crime scenes, and utilize cutting-edge technology for evidence analysis. Your mission will be to discover motives and connections between suspects, spot lies and inconsistencies in testimonies, interrogate witnesses to unveil the truth, collaborate with other law enforcement agencies, gather evidence, and apply deduction and reasoning to solve the most complex criminal cases. So basically, it is a day in the life of a very cyberpunk looking detective. It's very futuristic, very sci-fi. It looks amazing. The game itself is actually developed by Interstudio and published by an Awaken Realms team. So with this, I was actually contacted through Lurkit, which is a online platform, and asked if I wanted to do a review. In exchange, I got a copy of the beta, which I believe is the same as the demo, which you can play yourself on Steam, as I mentioned before. So with this, we're going to be going in, and although the trailer looks amazing, don't worry, I've got you covered. We're going to be brutally honest. So let's find out what it's got in store for us today.
Those fucking gumshoes. Always taking their sweet time. They just don't give two shits about us sitting here in the cold.
See how it feels? Last time I was waiting 3 hours for you, you twat.
Dude, I told you. I had this girl in my car.
Not a word more, Daryl. You're disgusting using your badge like that.
Disgusting? Your mother said something different when...
Oh, Detective. Welcome. Daryl, get lost. Time for grown-up talk.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I know standing like this sucks. So, what do we have here?
No worries. I know the traffic at this hour. This looks like an open and shut case if I've ever seen one. So do your thing and we can all go home.
What do we know?
Someone called in a dead body. Hang up right after. Probably didn't want to become a witness. First, we thought the dead guy was another druggie. The city is a meat grinder. Meat comes in to make a buck. Meat comes out in a plastic bag. Then we scanned his chip. Turns out he's actually a congressman. Was. Not a big fish, but famous enough to make it to tonight's news. Half of his campaign was about cleaning the city of drugs.
So we got thrown straight into the game, which I absolutely love. Was not expecting it though. Thought I could do like an initial impressions. Initial impressions for an indie game, this looks very, very nice. Now, being a PC game, you can pick either high performance, a balance of, or high quality. I've gone high quality, and it definitely shows. The pinstripe waistcoat on the dead guy, very snazzy. Voice acting, not really experienced that much of it yet. We'll make a decision on that later. At the moment, there's no controller support, and it looks like everything is based off of mouse movements. So, I can work with this. Ooh, so let's have a look. We've got somebody who is in the government. He's died. So if we ask if there was anything found on him, well, he's been murdered.
Anything on him?
Is this a trick question? Batting down dead guys is your job. Didn't want to spoil you the fun.
Right, no worries. So straight away, I'm thinking murder here. So we will just ask what the cause of death was. Might be strangulation, gunshot wound, stabbing, who knows? Natural causes.
Classic oxy overdose. Half of this fucking city is on this shit. Though, I haven't seen a politician drug himself to death yet. New day, new adventure.
Oh, so was it an overdose he gave himself or an overdose he was given? Oh, hello. Right. We'll work round to the when was the call made. We'll do any information about him first.
Any information about him?
44, married, 6 kids. 6 fucking kids. I got 2, and I sometimes want to kill myself. Well, I guess at least in this particular case, he lived what he preached.
Oh, and we've got a little clue in the left-hand side. The victim was a family man. So if he's got 6 kids, a family, was it a happy family environment? If it was, what would be the reason he would turn to drugs? Again, kind of suggesting, was it a willing overdose, or was it an overdose he gave himself, or was it something he was given? Oh, anything interesting about the crime scene?
Anything interesting in the crime scene?
Yeah. See this wall behind with this campaign poster? Someone wrote 666 all over it. Number of the devil. This whole fucking city's a devil's playhouse.
So somebody's actually written sin is death on the poster. So would that have been himself? Because if he had survived his drug trip, somebody might have seen it. So was he really that high he took the risk to being discovered? Or is it a message from the killer?
When was the call?
Just over 2 hours ago. Since then, no one but us was present at the scene until your arrival.
Oh, okay. So that's everything we can get out of them at the moment.
Let me take a look around.
Let's see. Oh, dirty hands.
His hands are uncharacteristically dirty.
That could mean he's been on the floor or rummaging around in the trash.
Tattoo on his left arm.
Now, the poster said sin is death. Was sin a tattoo he had himself, which seems a bit unlikely going into politics? Or has he been branded? It's a shame it didn't say if it was fresh or not.
Today is free of any notes, but next days are filled with meetings and calls. Tomorrow he was supposed to attend the budget vote and the big pharma special commission.
So he's just spent today shooting up drugs, is what it's meant to look like?
Historic signing of a major military contract. Date on the back shows it happened a week ago.
Ah, now if that's him, look at his right arm. There was no sinner tattoo. Can I bring the...
Historic signing of a major military...
There's no sinner tattoo on his forearm. Oh.
So, what do you think?
I need more time, so I want to have a look around the area. There was some kind of like dispenser laid beside him on the floor.
Something doesn't smell right. I need more time to investigate.
As you wish. I just hope you're not one of those weirdos who sniff every corner. My wife's going to kill me if I don't come back to help with the kids.
Dispenser
Allow me to
or...
interrupt you for a moment. Perhaps you've noticed the pictures that occasionally display in the bottom left corner of the screen? Those are clues. You collect them during conversations, and generally while exploring the world. All clues go to the caseboard. To open the caseboard, press the spacebar. To distinguish old clues from new ones, new clues are marked with a blue border. In the bottom left corner of the screen, there are controls for navigating the caseboard. Take a moment to reflect. Which clues might potentially fit together? Can you see any logical connections? Use the middle mouse button to click and drag, combining the matching clues.
So I'm definitely going to say the tattoo. Calendar. So that'd be with that. And would the congressman, that seems a bit kind of like open, obvious, but maybe that ties into the calendar? Oh, okay. You've actually got to make like a line.
This is interesting. An unusual tattoo that has been done recently. Huh.
Great! By combining matching clues, you get conclusions. Remember that unlocked conclusions can be combined with other elements on the caseboard. Correct connections are permanently saved. Press spacebar to close the caseboard.
No, wait a minute, because I've literally just been stacking stuff. So, family man to there.
This isn't coming together.
Okay, no, ignore me. It was literally the tattoo.
Remember, the caseboard is a key element of the game. Conclusions are essential to unlock further parts of the story. Good luck with your first case, detective.
Oh, now conclusions by assumptions make an ass out of you and me. So I thought this was some kind of dispenser, but it says, if I hold over it, pills. So it's a pill bottle.
White pills. Half of the box is empty. Looks like strong painkillers.
Now, would that be enough to kill him? Now, I want to see... Is that a footprint? No. I want to see where he was, like, rooting around.
That could help.
Because we've sealed this area off. Oh, that's getting quite dark. That might be going out of bounds. We've sealed this area off, but was he dragged here and dumped?
Will of the people. It seems not everyone agrees.
Now, is there anything distinctive? Because it looks like quite a lot of blood. Or red liquid?
Same streets.
Is this
same
really the right
routine.
way? Maybe we should try a different approach.
Oh, yeah, so we can actually go out of bounds. I was just trying to have a look around. So we are limited to like a small crime scene area. Well, at the moment, it's a small crime scene area. I know this is weird, but can we have a look at the bottom of his shoes? Because I've been watching a lot of The Wire.
Long night.
And if he was a regular in the slums, the rough part of town, he'd have really dirty used shoes. If he's not, they'd be quite clean and quite pristine. But saying all that, we can't see the shoes. Oh, newspaper.
Home, sweet home. Huh. I remember that place very well, unfortunately.
Okay. Let's talk to the security officer or policeman.
My feet are killing me.
Okay, informative. So we can't go down and look at anything else, like shoes or rummage in his pockets. We've got the drugs. Oh, what is this, like broken glass? No, that might just be like paper rubbish. Oh, hang on. There is something on the floor here. So when he said they'd done 666 everywhere, they've literally done the floor as well. Don't seem to be picking anything up from the dustbin bags. Right, writing on the wall. Let's have a look. The whole wall is covered with 666s and sin is death. So this is definitely going to link up with the tattoo.
Did he make this tattoo himself? Why write all these numbers on the wall?
Oh. Maybe have another look at the wall?
Will of the people. It seems not everyone agrees.
Yeah, I'm getting the strong sense somebody thought he was a sinner for some reason. And that's why they've killed him. So we've got the sinner tattoo. Let me organise these properly. So we've got the picture. Then we've got the sinner tattoo, which is a new tattoo. The tattoo is linked to the message on the wall. And apparently it was all written by the same person. Now we've got the family man and we've got Congress. But we can't pair those two together.
What's missing? How's that possible?
And we can't pair those two together. So is it maybe the family man and the sin?
How's that possible? How's that possible?
Yes, and he said there's a connection missing between these two.
This isn't coming together.
No, I thought this might be kind of like symbolic of clean living, but no. So we are missing something. He wasn't trying to bury something in the rubbish, was he? No, because it's very helpfully highlighted all the points of interest. Because otherwise I'd say kind of like check his hair and things like that. Because if he is a heavy drug user, there'd be other physical signs and symptoms from prolonged exposure or prolonged use. Got a bag dumped here. See, the darker it gets, we suddenly get told we've gone too far, so we won't stray too far away. Oh, hello.
Empty boxes and old newspapers. Nothing.
There's something red here, like blood-stained?
Now, look at that. Huh. What a find. I started to think you're quite a nut job, looking through the trash. Guess that's why I'm no detective.
Oh, a picture. I don't want to act insecure. I don't want to act too aggressive. But we'll seem confident but not overly cocky. Because we don't know if there's like a relationship factor with how we deal with people. Then impacts how they deal with us in the future.
Huh. Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty.
Man with a work ethic. I won't lie. I'd rather be at home already. But at the same time, I'm impressed. Anyway, show me this photo.
Have a look. He had a peculiar hobby for a family man.
Look at him go. Always the same thing with those holier-than-thou politicians. I would figure he's quite a stud with those 6 children of his. Seems you cracked the puzzle. Dude was caught cheating, got anxious about losing his image and legacy, and wanted to ease it out. Those 6s on the wall was the 6th commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That fella had to have quite a nervous breakdown. Choose the wrong alley and wrong pills.
Ah, so he's saying it was a guilt-induced suicide. But everything seems to make me think he was staged, he was placed. Because why would he hide the photo? It could be some kind of religious killer who called him a sinner, quoted the Bible, and killed him because of his adultery. Right, I'm not finished yet.
This investigation is not over yet. You got it?
Seriously? Listen, this knucklehead Daryl and I were on our feet for 12 straight hours. You haven't eaten. It's freezing here. What else do you want to find?
Oh, okay. Right, so we've got authoritative and shitty. We've got talking down to them in a way. We've got asking for cooperation. I think I'm going to ask for cooperation.
Listen, boys, just give me a little extra time. Need to make sure I'm not missing anything.
Yes, because I think we can link this picture. So compromising photographs to the family man.
Someone tried to use this photo for blackmail. I wonder who and why.
Now, did they try and blackmail him because he's a congressman?
Pretty solid, but not whole.
No, okay. Not whole, so instead of a green line, we've got a blue.
Nearly correct, but missing a part.
Got a calendar, maybe? If you're being blackmailed, would you actually book an appointment for that?
Makes sense, but something's missing. Can't be right.
Okay, so there is a bit we're missing. Could it be the blackmail was because he was a sinner?
Doesn't add up.
No, blackmail,
Makes sense.
but something's missing.
Something's missing.
So there is something else around here. So there was one more bag.
Looks like a dead end.
Oh, hang on, wait a minute. That said restaurant waste. What's this one?
Empty boxes and old newspapers.
Empty boxes and... Because I'm just wondering, if it was restaurant waste, is there a restaurant back door around here?
Pretty dodgy here.
Yes, but we've not actually been turned back yet. We've got boxes over there. We've got crates here. I'm wondering if we've got any homeless people who may be observing from the shadows, not wanting to get involved, but could have potentially seen something.
Good evening. This is Eric Anderson with 105 bringing...
Who does the fire belong to?
Tomorrow's will be the first public hearing.
Let's just have a quick look around, see if there's anything that jumps out. 'Cause especially if there's like drag marks. He might have been given the overdose in one place and moved to another. Ahaha! So, I've been looking around for ages, and there's actually a switch on this pole.
Someone thought they were throwing it into the water. They didn't notice safety nets for junkies and suicide attempts. Oh man, first time this sick city actually helped me.
Oh, so what is this? Somebody's tried throwing evidence and we found it. A tattoo kit. Oh, so that's definitely going to be to that.
This tattoo was made here? Did he make it on his own?
Why would he then throw it? This the missing bit.
Something's off.
No. So let's see. Same person.
Doesn't add up.
Doesn't add up. Okay. So the tattoo was definitely made at the crime scene. So we've got the... He wasn't tattooed. And then he suddenly was tattooed, which makes it a new tattoo. The tattoo was done with a mobile tattoo kit, which means it was made at the scene. Somebody's also written on the wall, and the tattoo and the writing at the crime scene were done by the exact same person. Now, we've been calling him Victim, which is good because I think he is and isn't a suicide. So the victim was a congressman who was a family man, and he was caught cheating, which led to him being blackmailed. Okay. But we're still missing a piece. If there's any feedback I could give so far for the game, please add a torch. A torch would be great. Just because then we can look in all the dark corners.
You're using the so-called people.
Okay, I have a confession to make. I didn't actually see anywhere where there is a controls section. The settings are just kind of like audio and graphics. If you press F, we do have a torch.
Void City.
So the suggestion is, tattoo is on his left arm. Could he have made it himself? Was he left or right-handed? And because he's got all that crap smeared on his hands, would it not have transferred across onto the tattoo? Now with a torch, this is so much easier to actually see where we're going, if there's bits on the floor, things like that. Oh, I like the suggestion. So, could he have reached?
What's missing?
No. Okay, well, let me do that. Do we have any victim details, as in like a bio that says if he's left or right-handed? I'm so chuffed I've found a torch. I'm absolutely, like, over the moon I've found a torch. Right, so I'm thinking, with the suggestion, it says connect the right clues. Whatever I need to work out's definitely on here at the moment. Now, with this, he's writing with his left hand. So I think he's left-handed. Now, the tattoo is on his left forearm. So he'd need to use his right hand to kind of do it to himself, to self-apply. And it wouldn't be as neat. Or he wouldn't have as great a control as if he'd used his dominant hand.
Someone else was here.
Aha!
Not a suicide or an overdose. It was a murder.
So,
Run a fingerprint scan on the droid.
I've just connected the picture to the tattoo was made at the crime scene, and it's given us this. Boom, knew it. Right, so now we can get a fingerprint scan off the little droid.
Scanning has been initiated. Enhancing. Partial fingerprints detected. Connecting to database. Access denied. I'm sorry. My request was rejected for unknown reason.
Listen, I like you. I really do. You're not like those other assholes they keep sending us. So, I will be very honest. Here's what will happen. This case is going to be written down as a suicide. If you play along and keep silent, I will make sure you get your cut. A big one. Let's call it a starting bonus.
The police are corrupt and covering for somebody. I want to know more.
Okay. Let's do it your way.
In other news, the body of a conservative congressman was discovered in a downtown alley. Preliminary investigation suggests he died of a prescription painkiller overdose. The police are currently working to determine whether this was a planned suicide or an incident. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available.
Some cases stick to your soul. Like hot tar. If you try to scrape it off, it'll tear parts of you away. Some cases never close. No matter how fast you run, it circles back to you.
Thank you for playing the Detective Ritual of the Sea demo. This is just a sample intro story and demo of the game mechanics. Full game will feature dark and complex crimes of a ritual murder in our hero's hometown. Exactly the same murder happened in the past and we solved this case. Or did we? Hope you enjoyed it, and if so, give us your feedback and wishlist the game. Right, okay, this is a toughie because I always have people complaining that I make snap decisions on games after only playing it a little bit. However, I know what I like, and I am liking this. I love Blade Runner, I love Detroit Become Human, and I am really, really liking what I see in the Detective Ritual of the Sea. The mechanics are great. The puzzle solving was really good, very complex, there was a lot to look for, and especially when it came to the net at the other side of the map, you really have to go rooting around for the clues, and I found my torch. So things like that really get the hooks into me and engage. For an indie, it looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful. There's very limited details at the moment on how much the game is going to cost, when its full release date is. But yeah, I like this enough to wishlist it. Even more so, when it is released fully, I think we're going to be playing a bit of this on the channel. Hell, maybe even a full playthrough. I want to know more. Police corruption. Do we go against it and make it harder in the future to get people to help us on the force? Do we play along? Does it become easier? Or does it complicate things and people think we're a corrupt officer? That also makes things harder to get help from the more law-abiding police officers. I don't know. But we will find out when the game launches. For now, all I can say, definitely give the demo a go yourself. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What parts appeal? What would you change? Let me know in the comments down below. For now though, I have been Phil, aka Philadoxical. You have been awesome. Thank you very much for joining me with this. And yeah, whatever you decide to do, have a good time gaming. Bye! Hello one and all, and welcome to my channel. My name is Phil, aka Philadoxical, and I hail from the UK. I'm a content creator, streamer, and all-round self-proclaimed multiplayer badass. Or, as the saying goes, a jack of all trades but master of none. As you might be able to tell, I'm a variety gamer who loves everything from FPSs to RPGs, top-down tacticals to puzzlers. With a can-do attitude and out-of-the-box creative thinking, I'm always up for challenging myself and pushing boundaries. Whether you are looking for playthroughs, reviews, the latest For Honor executions, or hints and tips, I'm sure I'll have something that might pique your interest. And if that has not hooked you yet, did I mention I'm an expert in diplomatic negotiations? Dealing with stressful situations.
Dog.
Oh! 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 Oh my god! Holy shit, I think I just crapped myself. And I'm always up for fundraising for fantastic causes. If you get a chance, check out a video or drop a follow to be kept up to date with our latest adventures. For now though, no matter what you decide to do, have a fantastic rest of your day and happy gaming.